Hello team, so we find ourselves in Hunstanton. We are going to see if we can make it all the way across the Norfolk coastal path in one day. See if we can then find a camping spot and see if we can then make it back. It's going to be over 100 miles of walking / running. Come along with me, I'll take you on the journey. Let's go.
12 o'clock midnight.
So I said I didn't know where I was going, which is true, and I am now lost. So the track that I found led me right into the middle of a load of marshland. So I am literally in the middle of nowhere. And I'm not joking, I've got 1k to go until we reach the point where I'm supposed to go. So I'm gonna take a bit of a detour. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find another way out because I've got no signal here. So no chance of looking at maps or find out where I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna backtrack my steps and see if I can find another route out. Bit of a pain because walking through this marshland now, I've got my feet are absolutely soaking wet, but it adds to the fun. And it's obviously getting pretty late now. So I'll keep you updated, team. Hopefully I can find a way out of this marshland.
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling.
Found a way out, team. I ended up having to go through loads of farmers' fields and climb over a few fences. I managed to hit and I'm literally about 200 meters away now, I think, from hitting the track again. I've now done over 50k, but I have got a little bit further to go until I hit the beach that I need to get to. And now my plan is then I'll react and see how I get from there. There is literally nowhere around here to camp at the minute. It's all farmers' fields, which you can't really camp at, and everywhere, and then also just like housing and marshland. So I'm probably gonna have to look at well, spend a bit of time trying to find somewhere to set up the tent. And just like that, we've made it. Oh god, hard. So 55k, and you can see the sign sending us back up. I don't know if you can see that. Let me go in closer. There you go. Indeed, but that's what wins in. So the trick now is going to be trying to find somewhere to camp. Literally I'm right by the tides, because I think the tide is right up to here by the looks of it. And then after that it's marshland, so I'm going to have to try and head back, and I'm going to track back as far as I can now until I feel like I need to stop, just purely because then tomorrow morning it makes mindset a little bit nice when we wake up knowing that we haven't got as far to go. So yeah, let's start heading back and see if we can find somewhere to camp. Hey team, I have now about 70k through. I was going to keep pushing on a little bit longer, but I've just found a really nice little space and got a nice grassland area to set up camp. So going to set up tent now, get in there, get some food on, and then relax slightly, ready to get up in the morning and get going again. And I think another 40k, I imagine, about 40k left, I reckon, to get back to the start point. So happy to have got so much distance done today. 14 hours of work. I think I accumulated rest was about 15 minutes, so I'm happy, and sore as well. Jesus, my hamstrings. But other than that, feeling good. Tent set up and time to rest. So gonna get my roll mat in, get cleared up, shoes off, cook some dinner, and then sleep, ready to get back up in the morning, team. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, really good sleep. I feel loads better today. Well, I got back to when I went to sleep last night, I was so uncomfortable, my legs are really sore. But it's looking nice. That is the coastline out there, you can see. Ended up finding a good little spot here. Gonna get set up. I've still got another like 40 kilometers to go, so quite a bit to go, probably another 8-10 hours maybe. We're going to try and fly through it though as fast as we can. Get all the kit packed up shortly. I'm going to show you how I can make a decent coffee, a good coffee when we're out in the middle of nowhere like this. And let's get walking. And we are back on the move. It's a little bit fresh this morning, but it's really nice. Apparently there's supposed to be some rain coming in, so we got up a little bit early, got going, and we'll make a coffee on the way. We're gonna find a nice place to stop off with a decent view. You can see when I put the drone up, all that marshland, and often that the water comes, the sea comes right over the top of that and comes right in, which is crazy. It goes on for ages. I couldn't even fly the drone out that far to even see the sea. But the route we're going to take now takes us out back towards the sea and follows the coastline back into Stanton. So quite a long way to walk. Nice to get the legs going again. The next day after anything like this, your legs feel horrendous. And you have to just get them moving. And within about 20 minutes, half an hour, you sort of loosen back off and feel okay again. The main thing is things like looking after your feet. Because once they start to blister, you get any issues, and that's the problem you're going to get. So yeah, muscle fatigue and things you can often sort of get through and keep moving. I see a town just up ahead, Wales by Sea, so it means we're making good progress. What have I been eating? You've seen most of it. Yesterday I had 2 bacon rolls in the morning. Then I had, after that, some sweets on the walk. I had 2 bars with 2 little like nutty, grainy bar things, and 2 pepperonis. Before then, when I went to bed, I had one of those meals. Didn't have that many calories in there. I had less than I thought, about 300 calories in the meal. That's it for that. I'm not eating anything today yet. We'll start to eat shortly. 13.5 hours now of movement, obviously not counting the camping time. The sun has come out, having this amazing woodland, absolutely gorgeous. So no complaints, feeling a little bit better now, warmed up into it. Already got a few kilometers. I'm gonna find somewhere to stop because I am looking forward to a coffee. I'm gonna show you how we make them. Back at the beach, coffee time. So there's a few things I use to make the coffee. I use a hand grinder, then I use a jet boil and some water. Obviously you need some nice coffee beans as well, courtesy of the roastery. So let's take a little look at some of the bits that I use. Jet boil. So the jet boil is now firing up. So the next things I use after that is number 1, roastery beans. We've got the Marching In blend. They're part of the foundation. They're one of my favourites, and also the Milk Buster is one of my favourites. And then this epic, amazing hand grinder. Like this, comes in 2 parts, so it's really easy to carry. All I'm going to do now is make sure that it's empty. Whack some beans in here. You obviously know kind of how many beans you'll need for your coffee. What I do is I pre-measure it inside this. I know I need to fill this about half full for myself. But it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. It depends on how strong you like it. Pour them in. Magnetic. Whack this bad boy on. Boosh. And we're good to go. Then all I'm going to do from there is literally just like that. And that grinds it up. Once we're all done, the magnetic lid comes off and you can see all the amazing coffee grinds in there. There we go. So that's going to go into the cafetiere bit here. I've got one of these built into my jet boil, which makes my life so much easier having to carry another cafetiere. And all I'll do then is I'm going to leave it in the coffee for around 3 minutes before then I'll plunge it. Take a look. It's one of these cups, they're just like extendable. I think they're called a Summit Sit or Sea to Summit or something like that. So one of these cups is to open out. Now just pour the coffee in. Coffee 101, just like that. Oh God, that is good. And it makes all the difference to a nice bit of morale when we're feeling a bit tired out. And I really have no idea. I'm in the middle of a load of sand dunes at the minute. So you see them all around here. So trying to find our way out. We're on the right direction though. You can probably hear from the wind now, and you can see in the sky quite an immediate change in weather. So I have to get prepared for maybe a little bit of rain by the looks of it. And it's obviously got a lot colder at the moment, the wind's picked in. But you can see now we see open ground ahead of us. So which means, and I also see a town ahead about 4 or 5k away, which means we're going in the right direction. I know we're heading towards that town next as our next point, before we then slowly edge our way back towards the legendary Sunny Honey. And that is us back on some normal land off the sand, and then we're now heading inland towards the town I said about earlier, and we're going to be making our way across. I hear what you're saying. Why don't you just walk across the beach all the way around to Sunny Honey? Well, the problem is there's some massive bits of marshland, which mean like wading through, you know, marshes that, and you can see some start of them here, just like small little rivers, and there's also a few big rivers that come through this from the sea. Across from here towards Hunstanton. So unless I wanted to swim, there'd be no way of getting all the way around on the beach. So we have to head inland, which is obviously a bit demoralising because it adds a lot of distance on, and then work our way around to come back in again. So you'll see we'll hit the beaches again a little bit, and then make our way around. So it's nearly midday. I've been moving for nearly 4 hours now. Haven't eaten anything yet, and actually I'm feeling okay. Nice little bit of morning fasting, but I know it'll catch me up later on, so I will hopefully grab a little bit to eat. I haven't really got anything substantial with me. I've got some porridge and things, but I want to try and keep moving rather than stop to have to cook something. And yeah, I feel okay. So we said the weather was changing, and it really is. So the rain's really started to come down now. The wind's starting to pick up, but we are moving. We're moving forward. I reckon we've probably got another 20k to go now until we reach the car, Sharfit Mobile, the Corsa Massive. Big up to any of the Corsa Massive crew watching. The benefit of rain is at least it cools you down a little bit. Happy to have lasted this long with no food. It's 1 o'clock. Just gone through this town and got a bacon and egg sandwich. 90 kilometers in the bag, 90k down, 10 more to go, and I cannot wait because I think my feet are swollen up or something. They're really paying for my trainers. It feels like they're just really compressed. So imagine my feet are just swollen up from the time on them. That's like moving time, 17.5 hours now. The hustle is real today, and we're nearly there. have a little rest. Just in this little church area here. The last town before we get to Hampton. We've got around 7k to go. 3 in and out. My legs are heavy. My feet are killing. I can't wait to get these shoes off. But I tell you what, the main thing that's been really good for me is a challenge of like monotony, which is, you know, I didn't have any music, I didn't have any entertainment, it was literally just step by step. And especially considering it got dark so quick, there wasn't anything to see and keep you engaged. So it literally was a matter of just taking one step, and just keeping your head up and keep moving without any kind of external motivation. So really good challenge. I'm looking forward to getting these last 7k done now and get back to the car. Just let my feet have a rest and start thinking about the next thing I'll do. We've hit the coastline again. Yes, we are so close now, the final push. The weather's really taking a turn now. It's got windy again. It is proper British winter coastline weather. But we're nearly there. So we've got to smile, we've got to keep pushing. Remember I said in our last vlog, always the last little bit is always the hardest. So you got to try and smile and keep moving forward, non-stop. We've made it. 100 kilometers in less than 20 hours. So that's averaging about 5 kilometers an hour. Quick maths. And that's involving all the stops as well, because I'm not a Garmin Pro yet, so I always forget to pause it like you're supposed to. So as an example, like last night I built the tent, got to the tent, cooked dinner, got to the sleeping bag, and then was like, oh, I need to switch your watch off. And then same, we've been doing coffee stops and stuff. So yeah, so around 5 kilometers an hour, which I'm happy with, obviously carrying the lump of weight. Now, come on, let's just get it to the end. We've done it. Darkness came on us, but we got there. Oh, no, never felt better to see the shark reveal. It's over 100 though, it's 103k in the end. Lovely view of the sea and the sun going down in the background. Oh, what a journey. Thanks for following along, team. Well, I suppose, why did I do this? The whole idea behind it was to get some more training in, get used to time on my feet, get used to also training on my mind to deal with those circumstances. Some of the ideas I have for the near future, all this stuff is just bulking more and more stuff into my experience that will help me in the future. So I want to hear about challenges that you are doing. I want to hear about things you've been up to during lockdown. Comment below, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share it on these social channels as long as you think it's good enough to tell some of your friends about, and follow along as I give you a little bit more of my journey as we go forward.